Hello, it is my hands.
Themed hams.
Get these hands. Hey everybody, it is me, Uncas Ucas, and I'm with my buddy Mensch.
Yay.
To quickly, Mensch being here is important because he's kind of the guy to blame for getting me into Transformers. So, if you are a viewer of my Yu-Gi-Oh content and hate the change of my channel, you can blame him.
Yes, blame me.
Anyways, so the thing is, I've been getting some new Transformers, and I've been finding a lot of good deals lately. And the thing is, I wanted to showcase some of them. Sorry for the video. This is my webcam, and it's not good.
It's not good.
This is it's one of those Logitech ones that like the thing is, I want to showcase some of them. And it's just, it'll get the job done for now. I am planning on getting some more equipment so that if I do an unboxing, I could do it live and also maybe be able to record like transformations in the meantime so I can kill two birds with one stone, you know?
Yeah.
Because I think that'd actually be nice. But anyways, I'm gonna let my
Here's Figment Automatic Autonomy. And it says Monster Arts Pretzel.
no, you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to reference better channels than me. Nah, I'm so worried. I have thought about like doing size comparisons too, but I probably like make it like completely illogical. Like I'd say something like my friggin' Revenge of the Prime leader
That double.
like Revenge of the Prime leader Optimus Prime is as tall as my Gatorade water bottle, and it's taller than this pair of scissors, and taller than this Buddhist
Your mom.
this Buddhist monk figurine. I don't know where I got this. Anyways, and so yeah, we got a lot going on. And so let me just let me show you just the pile of boxes there.
I
So
love my boxes.
yeah, you know what's funny? Whenever I would like show my desk, it's my former mouse pad was a 2B one, but I was like, oh, if my girlfriend comes over, it's gonna be weird. So I went with this dog one, which is weirder in a weird way, but also more normal.
More Norman.
All right, hold on, focus. There we go. So, gotta be very careful not to show my address. Box number one. I think I know what this one is, cause I did order a core class figure. And if this is the one I think it is, that's actually gonna be quite nice. Oh, wait, music. Anyways, so, hey Arlo. All right, so figure the first. I've been on a Soundwave kick as of late, so, or not Soundwave, Shockwave. Uh, we got,
Shockwave.
we got core class Legacy Shockwave.
Who's a funny little guy.
Yeah. Um, I, I love Shockwave. He is one of my, he's one of those designs that like you know, if you've ever read about the history of Shockwave, he's one of those characters that was not made by Takara. He was made by a company called Toyco, who they just did a bunch of like, hey Raven, they just did. Toyco did like just a bunch of generic toy cars and generic stuffed toys, and then, but they did like Shockwave, and it's like one of the coolest designs ever for like an Ace robot, and it's like, oh, this is so cool. Let's not do that ever again.
Never again.
And there he is. Boop. You can tell this was during Siege because he's got like all that, or around like they were around the time of Siege because he's got that Siege detailing.
The
No,
Weebling.
no waist pivot, but he can do that.
No, wait, swivel?
No waist pivot.
Swivel here. I'm gambling.
Swivel. I'm gonna try and transform some of these live on stream. Yeah, it's Shockwave. I know how. I think I could figure it out. Okay, so like this and like this, and then I like this. Okay. Interesting. You will become a gun, Shockwave.
Become gun.
Become gungo.
Gun.
I lied. I'm getting the instructions. It's just because sometimes you know, I got other things I got to unbox and I don't want to waste all day. I just want to some figure something nifty little fall. Someone I actually got into an interesting discussion. It was kind of what kicked off the shockwave this kind of shockwave hunt is so there was a discussion where we were like, who do you like who do you like more, shockwave or soundwave? And this one guy made a really actually solid point that there's arguably more better is that Shockwave arguably gets more luck with toys than Soundwave does. Which at first I was like, really? And then I thought about it, it's like, you know, Shockwave's never had, you know, that terrible the terrible friggin'
I will say it's like with Shockwave always has like a different figure at least, because for a very well, you know, for the longest time, for at least Soundwave, it's been the same old fucking figure that they've just retooled slightly.
Yeah, that is the one bummer about Shockwave. They really like to reuse that. They really like to re-release that the original G1 toy, which is a great figure, but I just, you know, during classics, it's a shame that everybody was getting like new figures left and right, and meanwhile, Soundwave was just like, oh, same old gubbins. Wait, is there a waist pivot? No. Oh, you know, I do think that is a little bit of a shame, just because, like, I don't think you need to reinvent the wheel with Shockwave. I do think, however, you should make something loyal, because I feel like too often they make him a car. And not, but like an unfitting car. I don't think SUV fits him. It's kind of too aggressive for him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I've always preferred him as a plane, because it feels much more like, because he's the stealth guy, and I know the Decepticons got a lot of planes, but like the Autobots have a lot of cars. Who cares?
Lots of cars.
Yeah. This does not want to go in. Am I doing something wrong? Probably. That's why. Okay. I got a lot of figures I need to get through, so I'll probably continue this later. But looks cool, and the thing that attracted me to this core figure also was the fact that you can make it so that he turns into a gun for other characters, which I think is really cool. Well, I think if you're not gonna have Megatron or Shockwave turn into a gun ever again, and I like the idea of, like, you know, still being there being core figures so that they could turn into guns for other guys. I think that's fun. Where does this radar? Oh, it just goes in his hand. Shockwave's iconic radar dish. All right. Move you to the side. Move you here. All right, next. Just white box. Who is calling me? That's spam. Ew. No. Gross. Bad.
Time to start a fight on Twitter because people are fucking stupid.
It's Monday. It's Tuesday already.
Yeah. You know what's my least favorite type of human being? People who say they're into animation who don't know anything about animation.
Oh fuck yeah! Like, it's especially frustrating because I remember there was that big stink about animation in cinema, but it's always like Disney shit or Disney or like, and I like. There's nothing wrong if you like Disney films. I'm just saying, watch some other animation. Oh my god. So yeah.
It's one of those posts where it's an artist I know that I'm vaguely aware of, and every single time they open their mouth about anything, they're the most unbelievably ignorant piece of shit ever about it, and they're just stupid. I want to say a funny word, but I can't.
Yeah, it's all good.
I'll just call them stupid. It's one of those posts where it's like, man, old cartoons used to be great. Now all we have now is CalArts. Fuck you.
Yeah, no, that's always such.
You don't actually like animation. You like gesturing that you like animation. Shut up.
No, like that. I do agree that the animation industry, especially in America right now, has a lot of issues. But
definitely. But to lump old cartoons into like the whole, cartoons used to be so much better, and a part of their evidence they're using is the Amazing World of Gumball.
What?
No.
That's the one. That's the one people actually like. You're allowed to like it.
Also, the Amazing World of Gumball has a genuinely amazing art style, which is every single art style imaginable in one.
CalArts
kind of great.
CalArts ain't that terrible. So, it's overused, yes, but I can see when it's done very poorly. Ain't that right? Tiny Shia LaBeouf.
But usually when people talk about CalArts, they don't talk about like the actual shit shows that show up on Cartoon Network, like Apple and Onion, or all those fucking derivative shows no one cares about. Anytime anyone brings it up, it's always Steven Universe, Gravity Falls, and The Amazing World of Gumball for some reason.
Yeah, which
shut up! Shut up! You don't know what you're talking about, dude.
There was a show that was announced relatively recently, like a Viking show. That's like all the worst stereotypes. It's just that if people, actually paid attention to the world of animation, not just like there are plenty of bad cartoons airing that like you can make fun of, and you can point to like the animation industry, whether it be like dumbass executives or creatives who aren't particularly creative, shall we say.
Yeah.
Like it's easy to it's like that one meme you see posted. It's like, you think you can it's easy to hate the rich, but can you hate on the poor? It's like but no, it's for this one, it's like, it's easy to hate on the executives, but can you hate the artists? Because I do think there are issues where you get kind of creatives who they're a little too like I've heard the term toxic positivity used a bit. I don't know if it's that necessarily, but I do think there is a problem where it feels like a lot of artists and animators. Oh my god, how am I doing this? A lot of artists and animators feel this need to like jump to a show's defense to an almost ludicrous degree. Like when that Thundercats Roar show was announced, there were a lot of people, including some artists I quite like, who were very clearly on the defensive about it because they either wanted to break into the industry or they had friends working on it. Uh, and say what you will about Chris O'Neill, but he summed it up best by saying, "What's up with that Thundercats Roar show, and why is it like, and why are people who want to break into Hollywood defending it so much?"
I will not defend Thundercats Roar. Thundercats Roar is awful. I will defend the creator though. I think
Yeah.
I think they thrusted that onto that guy and he didn't want to do it.
I highly recommend going through his Tumblr actually and looking at his art. I forget his name.
I don't know. I don't remember off the top of my head what his name is either. But it's such a night and day thing. Seeing Thundercats Roar and how unbelievably bad it is, and then looking at the actual guy, the creator who made it, and looking at his actual art, and it's so much better. It's actually, his art's really good, but it wasn't on display in Thundercats Roar.
Yeah.
Which tells me he probably just didn't want to work on it.
He did have a project he was working on that actually sounded kind of interesting.
Oh yeah, it was Driftwood, but they took it away from him because
Yeah.
you know Thundercats Roar failed.
Or, yeah, and just it's very overused and there are okay. I'm of the opinion that like it's one thing to do like a style that's like very common. It's another to be able to add some spice to it, you know? Like like it's funny how Steven Universe is always used as like the example, but if you watch Steven Universe and compare it to like a lot of the other shows that have like come out in the past few years that clearly want a slice of the Steven pie, they miss like what works about Steven Universe. Steven Universe has really good coloring. Steven Universe has really good
I'm also gonna say I don't think Steven Universe is actually CalArt style. I don't think it is.
No, if you watch it, there's enough.
And the people who do like consider Steven Universe CalArts just don't fucking know anything about animation. Probably haven't had a critical thought in their entire life, and like to think about everything in like I don't know, like phrases that they can say. Like I don't know, like
internet catchphrases.
Yeah, internet catchphrases and buzzwords that they think about everything. They probably actually haven't sit down and actually judged it. Only just what their favorite critical drinker style fucking YouTuber tells them to think about it. I hate that fucking dude.
Okay, but like if and plus guys,
the kind of content YouTubers that just promote being ignorant about the things that you watch and dumbing things down to their fucking level because they don't want to take the time to actually understand what they're fucking watching. So they always view it in the most unbelievably jaded and derived like sense of fucking like cynicism possible. Is your life just that devoid? Is it that fucking devoid, dude?
Gravity Falls has a simple style, but it works too. Well, yeah, and that sometimes gets lumped in too, and that's even more annoying because, quite frankly,
I really want to name drop this motherfucker on Twitter, and I want to fucking blast him, but I'm not because that'd be an asshole thing to do.
I'm gonna blast his ass. But
I don't know. I can't stand the people who choose ignorance. They choose ignorance, and if you try to correct them, they'll be mad at you for daring to question their thing and their way of thinking.
This is the angriest Transformers unboxing that will ever be.
Yes, it is. It's the angriest. This is how we engage people. People like anger.
I like anger. I like rage. I like.
Doctor. Exterminate! I like anger.
I thought you didn't like Doctor Who.
I kind of don't, but I kind of do. I I think it's sort of funny sometimes, but it's a bit too hokey for me. That's it.
You should see some of the horror episodes sometimes. I'm not saying this as like, oh, I'm diehard into Doctor Who. I'm saying this as a guy who, I got the Brit blood in me. I have to have seen at least a couple Who's. These, anyways, I'm almost done with this guy.
The most of Doctor Who, from what I understand, is just the Doctor versus the Daleks dinner theater.
Dinner.
Yeah.
Okay, so this here is a really interesting figure. This is, hello Memor, I can't remember. This is Human Alliance Bumblebee. And if you don't know these Human Alliance figures, they are essentially little model cars, actually, with like seats and everything that are Transformer size, and they're huge and super detailed, and it's funny. I have no interest in not a lot of interest in Masterpiece figures, but I saw these and I'm like, ooh, this is basically a Masterpiece figure. And of course, it comes with a mini Shia LaBeouf, and that's something everyone needs.
That's what we all need, a mini Shia LaBeouf.
Hold on.
Here, Optimus Prime, I want you to have it. It's a small version of me.
It's a small
Shia LaBeouf.
No, he's dead. Shia, no.
Here, Bumblebee, I want you to have it.
They made a couple other ones. Though another one I want to get is there's one of John Turturro's character. Oh my god!
I wish they made a Human Alliance one of fucking John Cena from the Bumblebee movie. That'd be great.
That's the thing. They stopped doing them, and I think that's honestly really sad, because I think as a gimmick, I'd honestly prefer if they made more of these than Masterpiece figures, because I don't know, Masterpiece figures don't always do it for me. I think it's because they sometimes are overly complex, and like they kind of feel like they're sniffing their own farts. Whereas this,
yeah, but Masterpiece figures, at least as of late, just really kind of irk me because of how they try to fix things about like past figures, but they do it in the complete wrong way, and they honestly just end up making it worse. Like with the 2.0 Masterpiece Bumblebee looks like complete shit.
Yeah, or
it's trying to be utterly cartoon accurate, and it has so much unbelievably hideous fucking kibble, and then they want like $300 for this piece of shit.
That's what annoys me. Also, is I feel like they've okay. I'm a guy who I grew up in the RID Beast Wars era, and those Beast Wars eras are great, but I have a feeling like I kind of hate the fact that they've strived too much for like cartoon accuracy without like realizing, okay, how do we actually make this work in figure form, like in toy form? Okay, there we go. Whereas this, what I like about these is they're sized well. They look cool. The gimmick is funny, just because, again, miniature Shia LaBeouf.
Do you think a lot of these like Michael Bay figures like work specifically because no offense to the Michael Bay things, they're kind of aesthetic. I think, at least when you're converting it to a toy, I think it's a lot more loose when you're trying to adapt certain things. I think there's a lot less pressure to get certain details like correct, I think, because there's so much visual noise going on that you can use it to pick and choose the kind of most visually distinct aspects of it, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. I actually 100% agree with you, and I think that is actually what I think makes it work, because there is a bit of curiosity. It's like, ooh, how will you get this to work in toy form? And sometimes they don't get it to work, but when they do get it to work, it's genuinely a lot of fun. Like, movie figures are some of my favorite transformations, because they're just the right amount of complex without being overbearing. So, and also, he's got a spot on his arm. Look at him go. Go, Shia, go! Hey, Mimor. Okay. Really cool figure. Nice size. I have a barricade of the scale as well. I found it for like $30. Missing Frenzy, sadly, but still, it's cool. I shall add that to the Bumble shelf. All right, next. Yeah. 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 There's actually Bumblebee shares the shelf with Windblade because ooh, this one's good. Oh, speaking of model cars, holy shit! What the hell? Might actually save this one for later. We have a mystery number. Gonna be using that as my lottery ticket at some point. All right. So this is one I don't think a lot of people know about, but it's very interesting. This is well, Medj will recognize it. This is an alternator.
Ooh, alternators. The precursor to the masterpiece figures.
Yeah. So to quickly explain alternators for you fine folks.
Honestly, think I like the idea for the alternators better, but go on.
Yeah, no, I kind of like alternators more, and I wish they kind of expanded on it, which technically some do, some don't. But anyways, so the thing is with alternators is that the gimmick behind these were that they were essentially model cars, as in like proper model cars, like you would pick up with like all sorts of fun gear and equipment that could turn into Transformers. Like you could see here, you got like a proper car interior, and if you lift up the engine flap, which I can't do right now because my hands are shaky, you can see like engine bits and like the wheels actually turn. It's a very interesting line. Wasn't a massive success. Because I think at the time they weren't really sure. For a couple reasons. One being, they kind of. These are obviously like better for collectors, but at the same time, they kind of were like half advertised as kids, half to kids, half advertised to the hardcore collectors. And I think that that's when you consider that around this time, the then recent Transformers line were like Armada and Rise of the Beasts. Oh, not Rise of the Beasts. That's a little bit later. Armada and what's it called? Robots in Disguise. It does come off as like a little bit.
Wait. I have an alternators figure.
Oh, which one?
It's in the box. It's in the box in the house. It's a Sunstreaker.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Sunstreak. The other reason alternators didn't quite take off is that unfortunately alternators only were cars. Is this the Shockwave one? Yes, it is, Mega Sound G. It is Shockwave because I've been on a Shockwave kick. The thing is, a lot of the characters they only did cars, and as a result, there weren't a lot of like. This meant that there were no planes and bit pinged off. There weren't a lot of like
I still kind of like the concept better.
No,
because like, what if the Transformers are like these realistic cars, and they implement the stylings really well, and like the whole engine things and like the interior things. It's like, what if your model car turned into a Transformer?
Yeah, it feels like a nice little like way of reimagining the whole original idea of like Diaclone, where it's like, what if like a Transformers what if the toys in your living room or bedroom were able to turn into cool robots? And I cannot get this reattached for the life of me. I'll have to.
Let me see if I can find him real quick, because I think he's here.
I'll have to figure that out later. And also another aspect about them that was really cool actually is that they actually used die-cast metal construction, because by that point it was indeed a lost art. Yeah. Okay, so you rotate this. Okay. Yeah, and so, but yeah, there were no other vehicles. There were just because a lot of vehicles, and as a result, you know, they were kind of limited, particularly with like Decepticons. You know, they only had the only ones, the only, because like, you know, the only car transformers they had at the time, who were Decepticons, were guys like let's see, Breakdown. I think I don't know if he got an alternator. I know Swindle did. Swindle did for sure. How do I do this? Because I kind of don't want to send too much. Oh. Oops. I'll fix it up later. Yeah. So very odd, but very interesting line of figures. I quite enjoy them. Oh, is that how it works? I think he needs. There should be one where. Or is that it for his knees? Oh, I feel like his legs could be a bit bigger. Ah, yes. I was right, I think. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so this is the Shockwave one, because Shockwave did get a figure. And the fun thing about Shockwave's figure, this was actually the first figure of Shockwave in years. Because remember, he's based on a toy from a different company. So this was actually the first Shockwave figure since G1, really, which is quite surprising. And I digs it. Okay, all right, feet. How do your feet work, Shockwave? Is your tire just gonna... Okay. Ah, the bumper comes down, it seems. Yeah, I got the Shockwave one because, again, I've been on a Shockwave kick. And I found it for a pretty solid price. So no complaints there. Let's see. Does the tire go up? Or is he just going to be permanently... Yeah, he is just going to be permanently roller skating. That's kind of funny. It seems like this bit is... Like another bit is supposed to rotate a little. Let me see if I can figure that out. Ah, there we go. Yeah. That's actually kind of fun. Yeah, that's actually pretty fun. And
I'll have to search the house for it. I can't find it. I know I had it. But I did find something else.
what you find, baby?
I don't have much from me pa's old Transformers stuff, but he has at least the part that I got has these PVC like Japanese exclusive like mystery box Transformers
Cool.
from like the early 2000s.
Pretty
And he has like there's like a ton of them.
Yeah.
And they're all still in the box.
Nice. Okay, now the only question is, how do I get this out there? I think that's where I gotta go. Ugh, scary.
Yeah, look at these. Hold up. I'll turn the camera on.
You might want to, just take photos of them because it's a bit tricky right now. I'll have to figure out how to get this hood on later because there's the point. There it is.
It's not going to show my face, but... Oh, very good camera.
It's all good. Well, let me see.
It's like these.
Yeah. Convoy.
And I have like a ton of them.
Cool. I do think it is. Actually, I did find something kind of fun recently. There was a Transformers like little mini series in Japan to promote those Q Transformers. And you know, what's great about it is that it's the voice actors just kind of, for Transformers just improving and having and being goofy. But the first episode is them playing the god awful Famicom game, Mystery Convoy. Which for those who don't know, that's often considered the worst game on the original NES, or one of. And on Japanese lists of worst games ever, it's a pretty reliable entry. Hey. Anyways, I might go through and polish him up a little more later, but Shockwave, but he's a Mazda. And I will say, out of all, like, Shockwave, there have been bad Shockwave alt modes that weren't, a space gun, but I think he looks really cool here. He still feels like Shockwave, you know what I mean?
Yeah. By the way, hey, Patrick.
Hey, Patrick.
Hi.
Hello, Patrick. I am just doing a bit of the old, unboxing.
As I've noticed.
Yeah. Ooh. I like that his muffler also becomes a gun. Oh, that's a really cool, yeah. Yeah, these are cool. There are some interesting re-releases of Alternator figures, but I'll only cover those if I get 500,000 subscribers. That's my rule. If you know, you know. Don't even say the name. Don't think it, don't say it. We. I love Shockwave. Shockwave's one of those characters, either like they make him like super goofy funny, or he's basically Space Joseph Mengele. Alright, next. Funko. This better not be a Funko. It better not. If they have sent me a Funko Pop by mistake, I'm gonna be a little bit. Ooh, shit! This is a big one.
Got a big hole.
I don't know if. Yeah. Oh. Gun. Friend. Yeah. It's not a Funko Pop. It is a proper figure, and holy shit, I found him for a really good deal. Oh, and holy crap. Funko, I barely knew her. Alright. There we go. I don't even think I'll transform him for the time being, just because, but. Oh. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Studio Series Grimlock. Ugh. And yeah, and I somehow managed to find him for an alright deal, because the thing is, this figure is notoriously hard to get right now. Oh, but I found a guy, he was like, oh, I don't have the box, is that okay? I'm like, yes! Where'd y'all go?
Oh, I'm here. Sorry.
Did you see who I got?
Let me see. Hold up. Ooh, hold up. Who that? Oh, Grim. Oh, it's Studio Series Grimlock.
Yeah, baby, I found it for a good price, and I'm like, oh, and it's funny. The guy's like, there might be somewhere, and the box is good. And I'm like, you are selling it for way cheaper than anyone else right now. Do you know what you have? I didn't say that to him, but at the same time, it's like, holy shit. But yeah, the Dinobot. I found Swoop a little while ago, and Swoop, and that figure is really cool too. But like, I've wanted a good, really good, like a proper Grimlock, for G1, and Grimlock's one of those characters who doesn't have, like, especially of his G1 form, he doesn't have as many great figures that you'd think he would. They've always kind of been held back by something. Classics, he was a little too small. And Classics was a little too small, and there was one where, what's that really? There's the Power of the Primes one where there was like, well, no, he's got a combiner gimmick. It's like, can we just have a good Grimlock's?
Wasn't the Power of the Primes one also a minor retool of the that one figure for Fall of Cybertron?
I'm not sure.
Because the body definitely looks similar.
I'm not entirely sure, but regardless, Grimlock just did not have the best of luck. In fact, rather frustratingly, the version of Grimlock that's the easiest to find good figures of, really annoyingly, is his Cyberverse form, which is, don't get me wrong, that's a fantastic version of Grimlock, but it's, I think his arms are backwards. Didn't know this was a Dark Pod stream. Dank Pod stream. Who's Dank Pods? I don't know that person. Is he another Transformers reviewer? Or toy reviewer? Funny man? Is he autistic? Because I am. I don't know. Dankpod sounds like the type of guy, like, he reviews, like, he's one of those tech channels that's, like, a lot more, those YouTube tech reviewers who that's a lot more entry level. Oh, but, yeah, that is a gorgeous little Grimmy. And, of course, he's got a friend. He's got Wheelie. Yeah. Now all we need is a Danny, and then these two can go off and ruin Headmasters. Daniel and Willie are fine in the original 86 movie, but God, in Headmasters. I don't think Daniel's a bad character in and of itself, but I just think that, like, they make the bad choices of famous Aussie tech reviewers that screams at MP3s. Oh, I was kind of right. But so the thing is with I don't think Daniel's a bad like I've seen plenty of characters in Transformers that are like just outright, I hate you, please die. But I think I've seen, but like the problem with Daniel is that just like he's kind of doesn't have a purpose.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Oh, and I feel like that's, and like the whole, like typically with human characters in Transformers, their whole thing is to act as like a bond between Transformers and Earth, which nothing wrong with that. But the problem is with Daniel, he is like most of season 3 takes place in space, so he's the fish out of water, and he's too young to really like do anything substantial with it. Like, I'm not again.
It feels less like because at least with Spike, it felt like, you know, like even if Spike couldn't contribute, a lot because he's just a human and everything. At least like he's like just showing like the Autobots like humanity, because the Autobots are the fish out of water.
Yeah,
And he's
and
just showing them how Earth is. So I think it's yeah.
but like, and the thing is with Daniel, he's like, oh, he's there to help the audience process what's going on. But the problem there is that like, is that it's season 3. We've already grown accustomed to everything, and there are plenty of episodes where Daniel's not around. So it's like, Ryan Darklaw says, I feel Daniel. Sorry, Darklaw. Nothing on you, brother, but you spelled his name Danielle.
Daniel. Ugh. It's Studio Series sludge.
Why'd you go? Ugh. What's wrong with it? I found it.
Because I hate that. I hate that figure.
What makes it bad?
So there is a phenomenon with that figure specifically, where people either report it being the best figure ever or the worst figure ever, and it's entirely due to its fucking QC. A lot of the times, half of the figures versions of this figure have incredibly loose joints, and the tolerances feel like ass, and other ones they feel perfect. So depending on which one you get, it will make it or break it. And unfortunately, the one I got was horrible.
Joint check. Swivel, swivel. Yep, beautiful split. I mean, there's a little looseness there, but like, not the.
I also think his posing is just kind of awkward.
To be fair, I could actually see that. Guns pulled. Although I will say, did it come with the manual? Hold on. I got it because maybe this guy was taking his aggression on the QC issues on the box. Because the box is a bit of a... Or maybe it just doesn't come with the manual. Oh, there it is. It got stuck. It is kind of funny also, because now because I have a set of like all the Dinobots of like the classic Dinobots, but in G1 colors from Age of Extinction. I feel Daniel was best in Headmasters, was in the 6-shot redemption arc. He was fine there. My only issue is that, Daniel, like, I feel like that kind of worked in that, like, he was supposed to be, like, the emotional, tie-in. But the problem with that is, like, compared to a character like Alexis in Armada, where you buy her being the girl who would be like, hey, Starscream, don't be a dick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she works in that regards. And, like, when Starscream, it looks like Starscream's betrayed them after they gave him a chance, she's, like, genuinely hurt. Whereas, you don't believe Daniel doing it, because Daniel spent most of it going, yippee! Hey, I need to find out Ultra Magnus's birthday, guys! I don't think it's impossible to, like, make Daniel a good character. Because I don't think that's fair. There are plenty of times when characters I don't really like have fun episodes. Like, there's an episode of G1 with Gears, who I don't think Gears is a lot of people's favorite character. I'm actually going to transform Sludge later because I got one more box. Gears is not anyone's favorite character, I think. But the episode where he's like brainwashed by the Decepticons to be happy all the time, and he is funny because, it'd be one thing if it's like, haha, he's way too happy. That'd be one thing. But the thing is, through his unhappiness, you can still he's still like saying like, you know, I should want to slap you and blast your brains out, but I'm just so happy. Like he's clearly suffering. That is funny as fuck.
I do think the fanon version of Gears is much funnier, where he's just the most unbelievably miserable piece of shit ever.
Which version of Gears?
The fanon, like people who make like there's a few like stop motion animators I know who have like Gears in their stop motion, and he's always just constantly complaining and whinging about everything.
Yeah, love that word, whinge. But,
he's the robot equivalent of a sneer.
Yeah. Yeah. Just. Also. Now, I find it funny that the biggest box went to a deluxe class figure. This is titanium. Robots in disguise. R.I.D. Optimus. The thing is, titanium figures, for the most part, are really bad. But,
Yeah.
I've heard really good things about this one. And I'm a sucker for the R.I.D. Fire Optimus design. Where he's a fire truck. I think, like, we talk about how, like, sometimes it's kind of nice to have, like, a little bit of a fresh take. I feel like we should have, What?
Real quick, I want to say Ryan Darkclaw asked, how do you personally feel about the current state of Transformers? You feel there's too many stuff coming out, or feel it's fine?
Okay, so here's the thing. I do think there needs to be there should be a shakeup for Transformers, but then again, a shakeup. I think shakeups are always. I think shakeups should always be welcome, depending on how it goes.
Well, at least in my opinion, I think we're actually in a pretty good spot for Transformers right now. Transformers 1, like, really raised the bar, in my opinion, because for at least a long time, we had the friggin', when, like, the Prime Wars trilogy was going on, we had Rooster Teeth doing the animated series, and that wasn't good.
Yeah,
We had... And then it went on to the, like, you know, Siege and Earthrise and things, and the cartoons, those ones weren't too great either. And the best thing, honestly, in my opinion, that came out before Transformers 1 was Cyberverse.
yeah, and I've watched Earthspark, and Earthspark started out really good, and then season 2 sucked. Season 3 got things back on track. Personally, for me, I think a lot of the toys have been knocking it out of the park. Stuff like I love stuff like a lot of the I love a lot of the Studio Series figures. I love a lot of the like the HasLab stuff has been really cool. I like that we're at a point where it's not just G1 reissues or G1 on homages. I like all that. I think my problem is I do think, however, Transformers does need to remember it's not just like autistic men, old men like me who like Transformers. I feel like Transformers can still appeal to kids, but I feel like they're a little like afraid of going back to like, say what you will about the Bay films. I think they handle, like, the first 3 movies' toy lines were handled perfectly. It was a great mix of big toys, stuff for the collectors, lots of articulation, fun gimmicks, etc. But later toy lines, like Age of Extinction, started this annoying divide, and then it's only gotten worse since.
Was it Age of Extinction that introduced at least the modern version of, like, the one-step changers?
Yes.
And they're all fucking terrible?
Yes.
Like, actively shit?
Yes. Yeah, actually, and ow, money. Yeah, actually, and it's as shit as you'd imagine, and a lot of other issues, and the division of the toy line, and even the, like, Generations figures outside of the Dinobots and and Invasion Mode Optimus weren't that good. So I feel like there should be a shakeup at some point. But and maybe who knows? That Takara line sounds interesting. Hopefully, like we build up from here. Anyways, let's introduce this before I change Dinobot Snarl off Fire Optimus, and I gotta say, he looks the part. This is like this does not look like a titanium figure. This looks like a Thrillin' 30 figure. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the metal is not already done. Oh my god. Can he butterfly? Can he butterfly? No, that's can he waist pivot? Yes. That's compared to that titanium Optimus Prime I looked at a while ago. This is so much better. The only complaint I have, and I get why they did it, but the legs.
Ryan once again asks opinions on the Evergreen designs. I think they should abolish them.
Yeah.
Evergreen designs.
Evergreen. So I get why Evergreen. I get from a business standpoint, Evergreen kind of makes sense. It's the idea is okay. If there's ever any like downtime for any Transformers, we can just put these designs on as like nice little. Oh my god.
So okay, so if you've ever seen like promo material for Transformers, like birthday plates, or just like random shit that isn't tied to a specific toy line or a show, they're going to use the Evergreen designs, which basically Hasbro devised as anytime we don't have anything going on, we're just going to default to the Evergreen designs.
Yeah.
Which is basically just the Cyberverse designs, but a little bit more complicated.
Yeah, like they look a little more G1. I'm not opposed. Like plenty of companies have like Evergreen designs too for like whenever there's nothing really going on. Like for example, it's very common to have DC and Marvel promo where they use like either like classic comic book look or those or that weird shading style, that weird like kind of style where I'm not gonna lie, it looks like fetish arts shading. If you know what I'm talking about, bad on you. Sorry. But
yeah, they also use the Evergreen to make the Authentics line.
Yeah.
Figures with are notoriously kind of bad.
I've encountered the only one I found like okay, and that's the Shockwave one, because the Shockwave one is kind of interesting because it feels like it was supposed to be for because it feels like it was supposed to be for Cyberverse, and then they were like actually not. But like, yeah, it is exactly as you said. I don't think Evergreen should have ever escaped the world of Band-Aids or birthday cakes.
I get like birthday plates.
Hey, it's because it's like you're not gonna, because like it's fine to have like stock art available. Like plenty of companies have like stock art of their characters readily available. It's just that's fine. It's just that I'm gonna make sure I did this right. It's just that I don't want it to become as overlurking, because I like when characters have like interesting designs that feel fresh, like
I do think we need to do something like radical again, like we did with the Unicron trilogy. I think we need to do another something like that. There's been a theory going around that Hasbro's just straight up going to be handing over the Transformers like production to Takara. That rumor's going around.
So yeah.
Whether or not that's true, I don't mind it because I saw like what Takara are planning out, and it actually sounds kind of neat. But I do think, you know, I do want there to be like like you said, a bit of a fresh start, kind of like what Beast Wars was, or the Unicron trilogy, just something where it's like, okay, let's just start fresh, familiar but fresh. I feel the problem with Evergreen stuff is the constant use of the same characters in the past series of movies. We got B, RC, Shockwave, Soundwave. I missed the character variety. I agree. That's why.
Yeah, I agree. I also miss, again, another thing that the Unicron trilogy did, and okay, even Transformers Prime did it. I'm really tired of them not making new Transformers that are just completely out of nowhere. I'm not going to include the Terrans in that because I think they're kind of uninteresting.
As someone who watched Earthspark, I disagree, but I do get what you mean. It'd be nice to have another Windblade or an Arachnid or.
Well, I meant more like another kind of Decepticon, kind of like Lugnut or Knockout, where they're only in that specific property, and they make the fucking show that they're in.
Yeah. Also, here's the fire.
Or, you know, just bring Nitro Zeus back.
Yeah, I want them to bring Nitro Zeus
back. Bring in some movie characters. That'd be cool. Like, cause Barricade gets to show up.
A bit.
Bring in my boy Dino. Bring in the Italian guy. Also,
I do think they should make like a G1ified version of Nitro Zeus and Barricade, just because I prefer like the kind of the Chug kind of figures. I prefer Legacy kind of cartoony kind of looks over the movie. So having a G1-ish representation would be good for me.
If they're gonna do Barricade, make it more based on the Last Night look. I think that would work better.
Yeah.
Especially, and also please give him his Protect and Serve brass knuckles. Also, this is a really good fire truck, actually, for titanium. Again, it looks nice. The hands, like, you know, they got to go somewhere, but I like that they actually integrate okay. The wrist can turn too. That's actually really good. Like, this is really not. And technically Optimus Prime is on his tummy, but it feels like they integrated it a lot better. I can see why people say this is, like, as far as titanium figures, though, this is the one that's, like, the best one.
I also wish they'd do another a Transformer series where they bring up, like, really obscure friggin' Transformer characters that have never been seen in anything.
That's why I got into Cyberverse so much too, because they brought in Rack and Ruin, and they even gave.
I want to see something with like the kind of the G1.5 era of Transformers, like the double target masters.
Bring it,
or the like the G2 guys that don't get any love.
Yeah, bring in let's bring in
Razor Beast and Randy.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, yes. Give me Pig Boy.
What if they just did Beast Wars, but again?
There is
I wouldn't mind that.
There's actually a toy line. There actually was a toy line in Japan called Beast Wars Again. I forget what I think it was either. I think it was either re-releases or it was re-releases of the if I remember correctly, it was re-releases of like the Kingdom figures, but with cartoon accurate paint. And it's the way that you could it was the only way of getting a Rhinox that didn't look like shit. And then it does feel like the last new characters we got were Wind and Drift. Hopefully, like, people look at the Terrans and do some stuff too, and like flesh them out. Outside of Transformers and Yu-Gi-Oh, what are some of your favorite series I'd like you to make videos on? Other subjects like Darkstalkers videos. I do have other figures I want to cover. I have a He-Man figure I want to cover. I have some Dragon Ball stuff. I have some Naruto stuff. I did do stuff, so you know, you never know. But actually, I want to show a figure I want to do a review on that I think is so cool. Gotta be careful with this guy. Cause,
I think a video you need to make
he's
like
so
a
cool,
statement
and I
for
want to do a
your-
video
like,
on him. This guy is Baron Karza from Micronauts. This is a Micronauts was like a toy line from Japan, and it was brought over by the company Mego, and they also bought some other toys to expand the toy line. And this guy is so cool for the time. Bear in mind, this figure is 1977. We got a full bobbly head joint. We've got like really nice arms with elbow articulation that go backwards. Oh, also, a lot of the joints are on magnets. That's why he's kind of got both.
That's a neat idea. That's kind of a neat idea.
Yeah, and look at the time. If you remember, most figures at the time were Star Wars figures with like only 180 degrees. So this is really cool. He looks cool. Also, his fists. Both his fists are spring-loaded missiles. But here's the thing with Micronauts. They advertise the fact that you can essentially take these guys apart and do a lot with them. And so these guns, these missile launchers, he can't actually hold them, but what he can do is remove the fist, and now he's got a drill hand. And still fires. Oh, but it gets even better. You see his chest? You see his chest, Mensch?
Yeah. What's up with this? What? Oh, it shoots.
Yes. So, count them. That's 3 missile launchers. And also, these parts, unfortunately, the metal balls have been lost. That's why I got this figure for super cheap on eBay. So, but what he would have been able to do is you could take off the drill bits and attach them to legs as like weird suction cups. And on the box, they advertise you can combine them with this like evil horse he had and make him a centaur. Cause
That sounds sick.
yeah, no. So that's the thing. Micronauts was advertised as like the thinking child's action figures, because they had all sorts of motory gimmicks that the idea was you could change them into whatever you want. I will say, I am thinking of commissioning you, Mensch, where I wanna make it so that I can get hands that have not only can fit, but one aren't just the same hand twice, because Mego wanted to save money, I think. And the other thing is where I could get him like flipped or reversed, but also I want to put a hole in the hand so that he can hold his rocket launchers.
Yeah.
I might actually commission that for you, so stay tuned. I just think this guy is incredibly cool, and I love his look. You can definitely tell this was a Japanese toy line, because he looks like a villain in like a tokusatsu kind of show. Can't you just see this guy fighting Kamen Rider or the Power Rangers or something? Drill hand, or is it carrot fist? Yes, why not, Pallies? Why not both? Also, morning. Sorry, this toy's incredibly fun. It's really fun to dig to. Also, feels really good. He feels super high quality. Like, I've dropped him when I was unboxing. That was stupid. It didn't shatter or anything. In fact, all the bits just kind of like came apart because of the ball joint mechanism. It's a very unique idea, and just very fun. I love you, Baron Karza. Okay. Anyways, haven't seen that figure in a while. It's really cool. What's your personal favorite Yu-Gi-Oh series? Zexal. That's controversial to say, I know, but Zexal to me, it starts. I like when a show has like a really solid progression, like it, and like I've seen plenty of shows where like it starts out really good and then kind of gets a little rough later. Zexal for me has a rough start, but an absolutely all-time high ending, and I think that's like something to be appreciated, because I think even Yu-Gi-Oh fans can agree that like there have been plenty of Yu-Gi-Oh series where it started out solid, and then as it went on, it kind of was starting to fall apart. Like that's what happened with Arc 5. Arc 5 had like this awesome start, then season 2 was really boring, and then excuse me, and then yeah. Okay, next. How do Dino? The way the manual makes it look is you gotta like extend this out, but I don't want to do that. All right, let's extend the Dyna head. The dinosaur. I like. I love the Toe Jam neural music. Someone who's not the biggest fan of Zexal, I fully agree with you. Glad to hear somebody does. Cause I got into a conversation with Luigi about this, and he was kind of shocked about it. So it's like, what about 5Ds? These 5D, and it's like 5Ds, like if you were just to judge it on season 1 alone, it would be an incredible, absolutely incredible show. You know, but I think what the problem is for me is that season 2 is just a lot rougher and and just like, and the villains are horrifyingly boring. Gotta say, it's sometimes a little hard to read read the manuals in here, in my dark chambers. But I shall complete you. Fun fact, Grimlock's name in Chinese is Deadlock. I'm thinking about watching a lot of Transformers in Mandarin to help me learn Chinese. Is
there another Transformer Deadlock, or do you think Deadlock would be like some sort of bizarre rival to Grimlock?
I don't know. Shattered Glass Grimlock. Shattered Glass Grimlock would be Grimlock, but he's smart.
Well, yeah, that is Shattered Glass Grimlock. He's like an evil genius.
I knew it. Probably because it's a very obvious like kind of idea, but at the same time, I knew it.
Isn't Shattered Glass Grimlock also just Grimlock but with Trypticon's colors?
Yeah, he has Trypticon's colors.
That's what I thought.
It's very. Sludge has an interesting transformation. It's a little bit like, oh, he's rotating and flying about, whereas Swoop and Grimlock are like baby mode. Mon makes. Oh, hey, I have 86 Sludge. He's easy to get. He's like the easiest Dinobot to get right now because a lot of people, you know, they talk about the tolerance issues and that kind of gets people a little nervous. But for me, that means it's free real estate. Gimme. So, also thank you everybody who's showing up to the stream. Like normally whenever I did like live streams, the only streams where I'd get a lot of people were Yu-Gi-Oh streams, which I still am planning on continuing that. Like I love showcasing people's replays. It's also just, you know, I like engaging with the people. Oh, I do have a Discord. I'm gonna make that Discord public again soon because that is something else I've been wanting to address because as many of you probably know, I've been on a job hunt grind, and the thing is, the job market right now sucks donkey dick. It sucks ass.
Never would have guessed.
Yeah, it's really really bad. So I've been thinking, why don't I take some time and devote some more of my time to did I do this wrong? I think I did this wrong. Oops. Someone's going, no, what are you doing? Doing it. Oh, screw it. I'm big man. I will figure this out myself. I'm big boy. Hey, I can figure this out. That's why. Okay. Okay. Saved it. We're good. I think. Thoughts on Transformers Go? Do you mean that, what is it? Do you mean that manga? Transformers Go Go Go? That manga? Because I love that thing. I love that manga. It is... Like, that thing is... I have yet to properly read the Skybound comics. I'm going to. Don't worry. But, Transformers Go 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 is so wonderful. Oh, I'm a sucker. Like, it's a...
Wow, that's epic.
What?
I just said, wow, it's epic.
Wow. Wow. Wowzers. Wowzers. Give me wowzers. Give me browsers. So yeah. Is that what you're talking about? Transformers Go Go the manga? Cause I do love that. Ah! The Japanese OVA of the Combiners and oh, that one. I watched an episode of it. Seems okay. Normally I'm a...
What?
I dropped Sludge's shell wanted to fly away. Anyways. Normally I'm a sucker for a lot of the Japanese, the more Japanesey Transformers stuff. I love that stuff, but what am I missing here? Guys, help! Am I stupid?
You are made of stupid.
Oh, maybe that's what... I'm gonna transform this thing correctly by accident. I swear it. I think... I see now. I think this goes... oh. Yeah, I know about that. I know that the toys are not great. That's all I know. And also the mouths don't move for some reason. It's the... I don't know. It... maybe I'll have another look, but let's see. Why is this Sludge? Why are you my strongest battle? Oh, 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 oh. Okay, let me see here. Scene of Hayato art for Transformers. Okay. Okay, now that makes sense. I was so confused, like, why does this dinosaur, where does this rib cage come from? I was about to say, why does this dinosaur have a rib cage? And then it's like, because it's an animal, Uncle Yu. They had rib cages.
It has that thing.
It has that thing. His tits are so yummy. There's a reference for you. To quickly explain, Patrick, Mensch, and I were fans of YouTube Poops. And there's this one in particular called 15K, I think it's called, right?
10 plus K. It's called 10 plus K.
Thank you. And it has this sequence where they take that one Russian guy, the angry, pissed off gamer, who's probably also known as the Nintendo Shitcube guy. They take this audio of him and have him say, and they make like a little song of him, and it's hysterical. This is my cookie. This is my doggy, and it doesn't even work.
No, this is my mom. This is my doggy. This is my butt. This is my cookie.
Humans have rib cages too, don't they?
I never would have guessed.
I think I've almost figured it out. There's still some bits that feel a little bit like they need to be reorganized, so I'll do that in just a sec. Okay, there's something wrong here. Let me see. Okay, I'll pull this back. I know the Dinobots were also in Cyberverse, and they made Swoop. They made Swoop a girl. And I really like her design actually in that show. It actually kind of frustrated me because I saw this like third-party company making like figures of like the Dinobots that are in the style of that show, but they're going with G1 bodies, so as a result Swoop's no longer a girl, and it's like, guys, the Swoop got boobs.
That was the whole point.
And like, yeah, it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing, you silly fools? Hashtag give Swoops back her cooch. It's especially annoying because there's no like third party or even official figure of like that's good of Swoop's kind of Cyberverse form. Which is a shame because she looks like a cutie. Like, she doesn't even have, like, the obligatory horny figure. It's like, come on, lads. Pick it up.
Come on, lads.
Come on, Bingo Toys. Get to it.
If you're so scared of making Swoop a girl, why don't you bring Strafe back and make them a girl?
No, what they should do is bring back Strafe and make one head a girl, one head a boy. Like, and make an alternate color palette where it's the Dragon Tails dinosaur.
That sounds weird.
I mean, there's that one third party that took God, what's their names? Huffer and what's his
Pipes.
Huffer and Pipes, and turned them into the Mario Bros.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, and that thing's great.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at that prospect right now.
Just
Strafe is like exclusive to the movie verse, but like just like for whatever reason you wanted to bring Strafe back. How exactly do you introduce them into modern Transformers? Oh, I know. Make them a hermaphrodite.
My pronouns are they them. Not because I'm non-binary, but because I'm literally two people. Yeah, something's not right here. You are incorrect, Sludge.
Sludge.
Thank you. What is incorrect about you? Because the size is really nice. I'm the kind of guy I'm the kind of guy that preach for third-party beast machines, Lamau. Good, genuinely good. Like, preach for third-party figures of all aspects of Transformers. Like, no more. Like, we are so overindulged on G1 stuff. I want to see more. Give me third-party figures of just the weirdest crap from across Transformers. Give me third-party figures of like movie characters that only appear in the background. Give me third-party figures of like comic book character of like some of the comic book stuff. Like give me
third-party figure of Skids and Mudflap ice cream truck.
Yes, like actually, just like go nuts. Oh, it's like I highly approve of that. Cause like let's face it, these are already third-party figures. You know, are already kind of like a niche item in a lot of ways. There's no way like you're gonna see like New Age Romulus on sort of like Forbes's hottest selling toys of Christmas. Is like you might as well if you're gonna go for it, you gotta go for it hardcore, you know? Something still isn't right here. Here, hold on.
If it's not right, you have to make it left.
I'll probably figure it out later. Transart's already touching Transmetal so others can successfully touch Beast Era's designs. Yeah, props to them. I probably did something. I think I definitely did something wrong. I think it's this bit actually. Hold on. Can I? Yes, I can actually. Let me see. At least I don't have to go all the way back, but screw it, he's fine. You'll do. He's beautiful. I'll figure it out later just because you know, live stream. There's only so much garbage you can tolerate.
So much garbage.
Although you guys seem to enjoy this. Actually, just because I feel like it's a question you'll probably ask, Ryan, so far, my favorite third-party figure makers have been, I have a few third-party figures. I have Planet X as Menios, which is a third-party figure of Deathsaurus. I had to remember his name. That figure is so good, and it's especially impressive to me because it came out years before the HasLab campaign, like before there was even a hint of it, and so the fact that they were able to make something so nice, so nice with just that is really cool to me. I also really like I also have that Bingo Toys of Windblade, and the thing is, these guys can attest, I like Booba.
I never. I keep saying that this entire stream.
I never would have guessed. But I think with like sexy figures, you gotta be very careful about it because otherwise it just looks grotesque. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Alright, but I think Bingo Toys with their Windblade and Black Arachnia, they look conceivably like toys that would that could actually have been made, which I like. Just with a little bit of the horns. And, I still don't like the O faces they come with. That just no. Like
I'll try hardy. A little too much for asking for the horn.
yeah. Again, I like it when they're like the thing, because the thing is, I have that like there's so many like super sexy versions of Transformers figures, and personally speaking, I think the Thrilling 30 RC is hotter than any of those like super smexy RC figures because she just looks so friendly. She just looks so cool, and also I like her butt.
You admire the cake.
This is my butt.
And it doesn't even work.
I will say, I am hoping for a concept art Studio Series figure of that scrapped character from Age of Extinction. What's her face? What is her face? Widowmaker. That's it. Like, I hope that figure actually does come out, because I think the design sounds cool, but I will say there are some versions of that concept art that do look borderline like those kind of figures. So hopefully they go with the right. Hopefully they go with a good design.
Yeah.
Also,
Something that's not shit.
yeah. I'm just also sad that like that design lost out to Red Bumblebee with Stinger. He's
I'll be right back.
the Red Bumbus. Bum bitty 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 bum bum. Okay. Uncle U streams are always so comfy. Thank you. I'm glad. I'll probably do another one of these fake streams if I get like a big amount of boxes again. Or what I might also do is I might do just like a comfy stream where I just transform certain figures. Oh, and I'm also planning on doing some more art stuff in the coming days, and also playing games. There's actually been a game that my roommate really likes that she's been kind of pestering me to play, for us to play on stream. And also some more games that are like a little more like easy and chill, so like that kind of thing. Or maybe even Space Marine has been mentioned. What's his face? Matt have been playing that a lot, and
Space Marine 2 is a very good game. That's all I'm saying. It's really, really fun.
yeah, maybe I'll even get it.
What I thought was even funnier about it, though,
What?
was that I brought it up. I brought it up in VC a while ago, like for the first time when I brought it up. I was like, "Yeah, it's a real fun game. I hope you guys can play it with me sometime." and we have a friend. His name's G. He doesn't always like read the room properly. And when I brought up Space Marine 2, he's like, Mensch, could you, like, buy me that game, please? And I'm like, dude, that game's like $60 fucking dollars. What are you talking about?
Also, gee, you got a job, homie.
It's like, I think you might be confused because I did used to buy a specific game for people. I used to buy,
Don't starve.
I used to buy Don't Starve for people, but the only reason I did that was because the game goes on sale for like $5 every 2 weeks.
It's like I'm just imagining you get like, hey guys, check this out. I got War for Cybertron Unicron. Isn't it great? And G's like, can I get one?
Isn't there somebody you forgot to include?
All right. So let's do figure recap. I'm gonna angle this down. Today we got Studio Series Sludge, yeah.
Slurg.
Titanium RID Optimus. This pair of scissors. Grimace Shake. Corey Feldman. He's dead.
I'm back.
The alt-right. Stay up. The alt-right is falling, guys. Anyways.
Introducing your favorite Transformer, the alt-right.
Wheeljack. He's dead.
Wheel crack.
And finally, Bumble Premium subscription.
Benadryl.
Oh my god, I just realized. He has light piping, and also because his eyes actually kind of look like due to the way the light piping's set up, actually, because he's got big old eyes. He actually kind of has like the eyes he would get come. I can do it. There. No. There. He's kind of got like the eyes he would get in Bumblebee, like the big baby eyes. Interesting. And of course, he's got a mini Shia. Look, lots of great figures, but the winner is clearly mini Shia. Just kidding, it's probably Grimlock. Oh wait, that's Sludge. Grimbus. It's Grimace. I'm taking over.
Grimbus.
But yeah, lots of fun figures. I'll probably do this again sometime soon. Thank you all for joining me, and have a good day.
Goodbye.
Get subscribed. I'm also gonna post my Discord server publicly later today. So, yay!